Hey tea heads, this is Don from Mayleaf. In this video, Young Gushu 2020. It has finally arrived. This is going to be our inaugural session. And can I just say, I have never been more ready for a session of tea in all of my life. Wow, it's been a crazy few days. I've been up really late, 2 a.m. going to bed because we've been working on various different projects, and Ayana, bless her, is teething, which means she's waking up all through the night and getting up at 5 a.m., 6 a.m. So I'm operating, well, we're both operating on something like average 3 hours of sleep.
I don't know, something like that.
Something like that. And then we were going to film this at my mother's place. We set it all up in her garden, and just when we were about to hit go, the power tools started next door. They're like doing building work.
Hardcore, like the whole thing.
So we've been waiting for about a couple of hours. They didn't stop. So we've moved all the way back to our place, set it all up again, put Ayana to bed. She's just fallen asleep. It's now, what time is it? 7:15 in the evening. And this will be my first cup of tea for the whole day. Unacceptable behavior. Totally unacceptable.
And our neighbors have been super nice because they were enjoying dinner outside, and because of the noise I had to go in and ask them to kindly not.
So, you know, it's
shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to our neighbors. It's been a big hassle to get this one set up, but we're finally here. Young Gushu 2020, a big one, as you probably are all aware, and if you're not, then I'll give you the brief rundown. Every single year we select some raw Gushu PuErh that has been freshly picked. We do not press it into cakes, and we have selected these teas specifically for drinking fresh. Now, of course, you can age them and they will continue to age, but we choose leaves every single year that we think are particularly suited to drinking fresh because they have enough character, complexity, and they have a sort of easy drinking nature that make it super, super delicious fresh. This is how the PuErh tea is drunk by the farmers and the producers, and we want to represent that, the OG farmer way of drinking their tea. Loose, fresh, freshly picked, freshly produced. Now, we say that, but you know, this was picked obviously in March this year. It's now July, so we you know, there needs to be some time for the greenness to dissipate. And some people might say that this is not a PuErh tea. Some people might say that this is a sun-dried green tea. You could, because technically PuErh has to be pressed into a cake. Well, it depends who you speak to. There are different definitions out there, but I think, you know, for me, it's a PuErh tea.
I mean, if you taste it, it tastes like a PuErh tea. If you're blindfolded, then you'd be like, that's a raw PuErh. You know? Versus a green tea tastes like a green tea. So,
absolutely. So we go on taste. Yes, you could call it a sun-dried green tea. I call it a PuErh tea. You could call it a Maocha PuErh tea, although Maochas are usually unsorted from the Huangpian. So this has been sorted. So it's a sort of in-betweener, but this is certainly how the producers and the farmers drink their tea most of the time. Freshly picked, freshly produced, allowed to sort of sit loose, and then a load chucked into the Gaiwan. But we're going to be brewing in our flute brewer. Super simple setup here.
Don't they call it a PuErh tea? Like when we go to you.
Yeah, they call it a PuErh tea.
Right?
Yeah,
even
all
if
of
it's
the producers.
loose. And they always have loose. They don't always have cake.
I mean, I think that's because they know that most people, when they purchase it, they press it into a cake, and so it's a PuErh tea. It's going to become a PuErh tea. I think it's a bit ridiculous to say that if it's loose, it's a green, and if it's pressed, it's a PuErh. Of course, when you press it, there's going to be some changes that happen. Of course, you know, there's moisture added, and you're sort of changing the environment because the inside of the cake is not going to have as much oxygen as with loose tea, so it will age differently. There are going to be differences, but judging by taste, it's a PuErh tea.
I mean, don't they do like oolongs and press some oolongs into cake sometimes?
They make those little shuishen cakes.
They still call it an oolong. White teas, same thing. Still put it a white tea.
True. But the whole definition of PuErh tea has always been a bit sort of varied. Like previously, 20 years ago or so, you couldn't call even raw PuErh a PuErh tea. It was only cooked PuErh that could be called a PuErh tea.
Why did they call it raw PuErh then?
They called raw PuErh like a sun-dried green tea pressed into a cake. So then it was called a green tea. Now it's okay to call it a pu'er tea. I think that it's okay to call this a pu'er tea.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going with pu'er tea.
Yeah.
Right, let's quickly scope this tea. Season, this is picked cusp of March into April 2020. The cultivar is the TEAWARE variety, which is a very broad term for that large leaf variety of tea trees, but this is Gushu material, 200 to 300 years old, so it'll be seed propagated, and so it will have its own microgenetics in there. The cultivar is basically an heirloom cultivar. The origin of this is Dashuishan, Great Snow Mountain, up in close to Linsang area, in further north from sort of the Sichuan-Bana area.
Oh, okay.
Right? So apparently there are 4 Dashuishans.
Is it?
Yeah. This is Bangdong Dashuishan, for those of you who would like to know. Picking and processing on this is going to be the classic Puer picking, which is going to be a bud and up to 3 to 4 leaves, so nice large chunky leaves in there. And then it will be processed by the usual method, which is allowing it to wither, wilt a little bit, develop flavor. Then they're going to go through the Shaqing Kilgreen process, hand done over woks fired by wood, and then it will be rested, and then it will be rolled, and then it will be sun dried, and then it will be sorted, so the huangpian, the yellow leaves, will be taken out.
I'm getting flashbacks from the making of pu'er in China.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh yeah,
And the smells.
Yes. Yeah.
This is what I'm so excited about. I love tasting Young Gushu because it just brings me back to the mountains. You know, there is nothing like it.
If you haven't seen those videos, you can
go check them out.
Check a link.
Links in the description. And elevation on this is about 1,600 meters. Dashuishan can go up to about 3,000 meters. You know, we're approximating we're being conservative. It's probably 1,600 to closer to 2,000 meters, something like that. Right, are we ready?
taste?
I'm so parched. I want to get
so thirsty.
I want to get into this. I really do.
After setting up and then putting it away and then setting up again.
Gosh, the lack of sleep.
Yeah, that
I
doesn't
feel like I'm
help.
just going to let you do all the tasting notes today.
Oh no! You know when you like
I just want to sit and drink tea. I don't want to.
Can I just say though, when your brain is like activated, my brain is halfway there. So when I have lack of sleep, it's like really low. But I will try my best.
Yeah, we're both. It's fair. We're both sleep deprived.
To be fair though, Don looked after Aya this morning, so I got a bit more sleep.
I was doing the 6 a.m. rise today,
Yeah.
but the problem is I've been working on a project which I don't really have time to do during the day. I can only do it at night.
It's a cool project.
So that means that last night, well, the past few nights, it's been 2 a.m. going to bed. Okay, go for it. Have a sniff of Young Gushu 2020. Very special moment. Always a special time when we get to get into this tea. So, how is it?
It smells really good. You know, it's got that. This is why I love fresh pu'er / Young Gushu, because we choose it for those kind of reasons. But the warmingness of it, but it's still really fresh. Like, by fresh I mean like kind of in the bamboo notes, but a warming,
so sort of sappy green bamboo.
Exactly, but like you're eating some kind of pudding on the side.
Right. You've excited me enough now. I need to get into this. Oh wow, yes, but there is like an orange juice note as well happening.
Yeah. I mean, I need to smell it again.
So aloe, bamboo.
Yeah, aloe is really good. Actually, that's a really good
sort of slightly sour, fresh, vibrant note.
But still kind of creamy in the sun.
Yeah, like a soya milk pudding creaminess. So a nice balance. But I'm getting a lot of orange hitting the nose.
There's a creaminess that reminds me, I don't know if it's because we talked about shigui before and pudding announcer, but there's a note that is like...
Yeah, there's also a touch of strawberry in here.
Ooh.
Yeah, little touch of strawberry. So strawberries, aloes, green bamboos, soya milk creaminess and warmth, and what else did we say? Oranges.
Man.
The leaves themselves look kind of a little bit darker than your normal Young Gushus, I would say. They look a little bit more sort of, not brown so much, but a little bit more sort of gunmetal color.
Oh, yeah.
You know? But let's see how they develop once they've been rinsed. So now we're going to give it a rinse.
This is what I mean, like Don's still on fire with his tasting notes without having much sleep.
So desperate for this tea. I mean, I've been ready for this tea for the past 5 hours. Well, even before. Okay, go for it.
I feel like asking, what's been your worst day where you really needed tea?
Yeah,
and
let
what
us know.
happened?
Let us know that day.
What did you drink?
You know,
to make you feel better.
You always hear about people saying, like, you know, when they're really thirsty and it's a hot day and they have their first beer of
and
the
you're
day.
like, oh.
Oh yeah, okay, that sounds satisfying. This is that moment. Okay, go. The light is fading. We need to move. The difficulties of filming.
Ooh. There's like a cooked banana-y.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, with something else to it. It's kind of minerally in its... It's like cooked banana, but also like being on a rock by the sea.
Rocks, yeah.
You know, like lounging.
Oh, definitely rocky. Definitely
Having
rocky.
An overly ripe banana.
Oh yeah, it's got a very... It's a mixed bag, isn't it? It's got those sweet banana-y cooked puddingy notes, but it's also got quite a lot of backbone in terms of minerals and
oh, you're thinking like it's deeper, like more like
quite adult.
Mature.
Yeah, it's got quite a mature
maybe it's
smell.
like kind of, it has a bit of spice to it.
Yeah,
like not like spicy, but like a herb.
Yeah, yes, exactly. So it's got some mineral, but also some herbal note. Which herb? I'm so impatient. I've already started brewing.
I know. I'm like, good.
Oh, look at that.
Good.
Oh, yes. Look at that transformation.
That? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
which herb?
I'm trying to think at the same time. I was thinking fennel, but like no, it's not fennel. I had so much fennel when I was pregnant.
It's a bit more like it's a bit more seed, like like a spice. I know fennel is maybe fennel seeds. No, not fennel seeds. Fenugreek.
Fenugreek, sorry, because I was having it for upping my milk supply.
Yeah, okay, so
nice.
you have a
anyway,
pregnancy memory.
Pregnancy memory of many herbs.
Or lactation memory. Don't get many of those tasting notes in the tea world.
Yeah.
Fenugreek. Okay, I'm gonna smell it again, but I'm just gonna pour this out.
I love how Puer is complex. You know, you can get a lot of different tasting notes.
Oh yeah.
From it.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
It's a sort of
It's just deep in there.
Deep, slightly woody spice, but I'm also getting distinct fruity note as well. Like what is that fruit? It's quite sour. It's quite sour fruit. It's not oranges anymore.
I know what you mean. There's definitely a fruit. It's mad though how the fenugreek comes through now.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a fruit. It's like a sour, more on the sour.
You know what
note.
it is? You know those? What are those yellow, orange berries that have the leaves that you pull? You pull the leaves back and you can eat.
I used to really like those.
It starts with S. Physalis.
Yeah. Is it?
I think it's a type of gooseberry.
For a second, I thought it was like some kind of disease or something.
Yeah, we've got to be careful how you say that word. It's a kind of gooseberry. So it's like bananas and gooseberries.
Yeah, that's actually.
And then minerals and spices
that's funky, man.
Fenugreek, yeah.
Oh my god, I feel like I'm in the south of France or something. I know I always say that.
Always say you're in the south of France.
All right, quick, sun's going down. Quick.
Cheers,
everybody.
Texture first. Ooh,
it's thick.
It's oily.
It's oily.
It's very oily. It's very nice and lubricating. It's very lubricating. Oh, hello.
Sorry, I know the sun's setting, but...
Yeah, you shouldn't rush the tea. You shouldn't rush the Gushu, but we're sort
This is the problem with video filming.
We can go into night mode, just... We'll become like...
No, I actually really like sharing this with you guys.
Oh, the taste. Oh. Very thick and oily in texture. very clean and refreshing, and very little astringency. It's
God, the aftertaste is so good.
Yeah, I know.
It's just lingering.
I'm trying to finish off on texture before I start to talk about taste. But no. I know
dryness.
It's very little dryness. Very refreshing. Immediate juiciness coming out from the sides of the tongue. Here you go.
Ah, thank you.
Refill. Okay, let's talk taste now.
Okay. I've been thinking about that because I've been cooking a lot of ripe bananas recently. I think there is a kind of banana pudding.
Definitely bananas.
Thing.
Green bananas? No, ripe bananas.
Ripe bananas.
Yeah, ripe bananas.
But it's still...
But there's still this freshness.
Yeah.
Very fragrant freshness. I'm getting those Cape gooseberries, but I'm also getting...
It's going back to bamboo for me.
Yeah.
You know?
Bamboo... greenness,
yeah,
like freshness,
really freshness. No bitter, not bitter, just fresh.
Almost, dare I say it, like a green tea. So we were talking about before, but so much more complicated because then I'm getting a lot of strawberries, wild strawberries. Ooh. You know those little ones.
Yeah, the little ones.
Those very fragrant little wild strawberries, and a distinct. It's interesting because the texture of it is soft and oily, thick, soft and oily, and then when you swallow, there's very little astringency,
lubricating,
and there's lots of juiciness. But then at the end, I'm getting like this grippy,
licking a rock.
Yeah, a little bit rocky, a little bit. It has a rocky note to it, and this area, Da Shui Shan, is sort of known for having quite Yen Yun style teas, like rock oolongs. Yeah, because it is very steep mountains, very rocky mountains.
That's fun that you said that because I did think a bit like it's kind of got the aftertaste of a rock oolong.
Yeah, the sensation of a rock oolong a little bit.
Sensation.
In the throat, like a little bit like
Oh yeah.
Like I don't want to say prickly.
Like
yeah.
It's not drying. It's just.
It's not drying, but but still, I would say like slate or flint. Even though
that's
I know
much.
Everyone says, have you ever licked a rock? How do you know?
I'm sure I've licked a rock because it just makes so much sense to me. When I was little, I mean, I see Aya licking rocks all the time before I stop her.
Oh yeah, exactly. So definitely, if our daughter is constantly licking rocks, so we must have done it.
We must have.
But they say that you can't taste minerality, or this is one of the theories anyway. Anyway, that's a whole other discussion.
Really?
But I do think you can get a sense of minerality, and it may be just a combination of different things that we ascribe to the concept of minerality. But it definitely has something in it that I would ascribe to rock oolongs, that sort of slightly sort of juicy but grippy, slightly prickly sensation, but not in an unpleasant way, in a sort of interesting way. Nothing sort of, nothing unpleasant.
I'm like, wait, need to show the liquor with a nice camera.
Should we hold that up? Yeah. Go for it. Hold it there.
Is that close enough?
Yeah, that's fine. What color would you call that?
It's very gold.
Yeah.
With a hint of some green to it.
A little bit green, yeah, exactly.
Hint.
Golden green.
Golden green. I'm thinking what I could describe it better, and I'm thinking it's like a cider without the bubbles.
Yeah, cider. Sort of, yeah. Yeah, I'd go with cider. Cider gold. Cheers, everybody.
Cider in summer.
Is this Infusion 2 or 3?
2. Yeah.
Oh God, I needed that tea.
It's changed again.
Yeah. Less of the banana.
Yeah. More fruity though in some
fruit,
other way.
It's more fruit forward, more rocky, fruity.
Slightly more orangey.
Yeah.
Or more strawberry. That's very different.
Yeah, but I think both actually. It has more orange and more strawberry, more wild strawberry.
Spilt it.
No, that's all right. Very refreshing, but not in a sort of green tea astringent sort of way. I'm not saying refreshing is a sort of way of saying it's astringent. It's very easy drinking, but refreshing. Comforting, but refreshing.
Yeah, there's like a flower note, like orchid or magnolia, something flowery. Anyway, I was thinking
delicious.
something I forgot. It's delicious.
And that rockiness and mineral sensation just keeps you wanting to recharge your cup, you know?
It's just such an easy drinker.
It's such an easy drinker.
It should be, because that's what we do when we go for our Young Gushu of the year.
Yeah.
But it is like...
But when we choose our Young Gushu, we're tasting it usually in sort of April, May, when it's super green. So we have to always factor in that it's going to calm down a bit. But I remember this tea, the Mao Chai, we immediately picked it as our Young Gushu. Definitely, look at the leaves, see, they've gone a lot more green. I'm going to take a few out, just put them on here so that they can see them. So yeah, a lot more green, nice, big leaves. As I said, Gushu, 200 to 300 year old tea trees, and you can taste that. First of all, very rich in character, shifting, changing, lots of aromatics going on, but also the aftertaste is sweet, long, and just interesting. It's just, you know, it just intrigues the mouth all the way down the throat. Okay.
You know, before we started the video, I thought, I feel like I remember it being quite similar to having apple notes to it, like one of the Young Gushu we used to have, but it totally is different to all the other Young Gushu we've had. Actually, when I've tasted it again,
it is different. It's very different.
It's different.
But same sort of approach. Easy
drinking, smooth, but different notes.
Oh wow!
This is a cool mountain. Like
it is. It's very cool. It's the Great Snow Mountain, even though it never snows. It's amazing, no?
At the moment, I'm like,
I'm just
gonna smell, you know,
that knocks you back.
But
then you know you're dealing with some seriously good tea.
Literally smells like some kind of sweet thing.
Meringues. I'm getting a lot of meringue.
Oh, okay. I love this dessert. Eton mess.
Yes.
Full on in
meringue,
your face.
Strawberries and cream.
Wait, is that an English thing? Eton mess?
I think so. Yes.
Okay, if you ever get to try it.
Yes, that's spot on.
Well, how would you describe it?
So it's cream. I don't know if they put any vanilla in the cream. I think traditionally they don't.
They don't?
I think it's just cream and then meringues and mashed up strawberries. And sort of, you know, the strawberries start to bleed a little bit of their beautiful, you know, red juice into the cream, and it starts to swirl and marble, and you get this lovely mixture of crunch and chew from the meringues, this soft, silky, thick cream, and then this beautiful, fragrant strawberries. But then you can throw other things in. So Eton mess it's a mess. You can throw lots of other things in.
You're very good at describing food, but yeah. It's definitely
but it's meringues and strawberries.
Strawberries on top. It's just...
Oh, it's so much. I want an Eton mess now.
I want an Eton mess.
We could. It's summertime in the UK. So it is strawberry season.
They usually do Eton mess at pubs.
Oh, that is so Eton mess. That's so ridiculous.
It's kind of weird, actually, considering we smell so much banana and like minerally
the fruit and the creams have come out.
Yeah.
Okay. One more infusion.
Oh, but we did smell strawberries at the beginning. So.
We did, wild strawberries. So it's definitely...
So it's the high notes, basically. The
warm notes. And the warm notes. It tends to be that way with the empty cup. Light is fading on us quickly.
Gotta enjoy the sunset.
So I don't know if we're going to be able to get body sensation out of this one. But,
I mean, you need to have more.
Third infusion starts to usually kick in a little bit, although we are rinsing through them relatively quickly. But the finish is very refreshing, very bright, very juicy, and lovely sweetness happening. And through the nose, I'm still getting a touch of that sort of orange juice.
I'm getting a lot more, orange juice in this. Wait. Forgot. That's second infusion.
Oh, wow. Okay, third infusion is my favorite one so far.
Second infusion, I had a bit of orange, by the way.
Now it's all sort of meshed together in like perfect harmony. I'm getting creams, I'm getting
Oh, yeah.
oranges and strawberries. I'm getting bananas. I'm getting green bamboos. I'm getting flints
that may
and
be
stones.
the best infusion. You know how you have a certain infusion that you just preferred?
That's a winning infusion.
Okay, third infusion. Perfect balance. And I just had one sip, so...
And super easy drinking. Like, so easy drinking. Nothing spiky at all about it. I mean, the only thing that sort of is this like, ooh, is that sort of slightly dry grip towards the back of the throat. But it's so light, but it has that sort of, again, like I say, you just want to keep wetting your palate because of it.
I don't really have it.
I know, because you're trying to find dryness. I'm talking about a little prickliness, just there.
I feel like because you said it, now I feel it.
Yeah,
So-
sense the prickliness.
But before that, I was like, huh? Anyone? No.
Body sensation, at a guess.
I feel like doing yoga now.
At a guess, I'm going to say that this is going to be a body sensation which is bright, refreshing, uplifting. And when I say at a guess, I mean I'm judging it on just the beginnings of how I'm feeling here.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel too hyper.
No, it's not too hyper. I think, it's uplifting. Because I feel like I want to stretch out, but then at the moment, holding eye all the time means I want to stretch out more often.
All the time.
All the time. But yeah, it feels more uplifting. Yeah, uplifting.
Now that Eton mess, I've just got a few little mandarin segments thrown in.
I feel like I'm smelling a bit of jasmine as well
Oh, really?
to it. But now you've said the mandarin,
Magnolia, maybe?
get what
Maybe
you- Oh, yeah.
something a little bit sweet,
Yeah.
a little bit more creamy.
yeah, because jasmine is very specific, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's like, it
I
would be a
would say
very
it's-
dilute.
I don't know, what's a creamy floral smell? Comment section. Creamy floral smells.
Blank in my head. Blank.
Definitely refreshing, uplifting, bright. I can imagine this would be a great way to, well, any time of day, but start of day,
Yeah.
you want to ease into it. Tomorrow
that's gonna
morning.
be my start of the day. I
Yeah,
think.
6 a.m.
Yeah.
tomorrow.
It's funny though, because usually our young Gushus are the ones I go for in the morning.
Beginning of day.
Yeah.
Okay, last sip, and then we're going to have to say adieu because the light is dropping fast. Here you go. This is my fourth, you're still on third. Same sort of balance, a little bit more mineral. Oh,
Sorry.
wonderful, wonderful tea, much needed. We're going to keep sipping this through the evening. You can check out the tasting notes online and I will fill you in on the body sensation. So if I'm wrong, then you'll see some corrections there. But I think it's a pretty bright, uplifting tea without too much hype to it. So it's an easy drinker anytime, as Young Gushu should be, the easy drinking Gushu PuErh tea. Or you can call it a green tea, but we call it Puer, and it's going to be another much loved tea for the rest of the year.
Yeah. If you haven't tried a raw Puer before and you're a bit scared, go for this one.
Or you
Easy
don't want to
drinking.
spend your money on a cake, Young
Yeah,
Gushu
just
is
try
the
it
way
out.
to go.
Yeah.
That's it, tea heads. Check out our other videos, taste our teas wherever you are in the world by browsing mayleaf.com, and come visit us if you're ever in London. Other than that, this is Celine and I'm Don. Thank you for being a part of the revelation of true tea. Stay away from those tea bags. Keep drinking the good stuff and spread the word, because nobody deserves bad tea.
Bye.